Former President Trump is suggesting the Supreme Court weigh in on his felony conviction in New York, where a jury found him guilty of falsifying. Judge Merchan will sentence Trump July 11th, 4 days before the national convention. Trump on social media last night took issue with that time. Conflicted, Judge Merchan will make a decision which will determine the future of our nation. Trump then suggesting the United States Supreme Court must decide.
Be success, and I mean that.
Trump promised revenge during an interview over the weekend, saying this when asked about the possibility of facing house arrest time.
I think it would be tough for the public to take. At a certain point, there's a breaking point.
This is another dangerous appeal to violence, and is why Americans are going to decide they don't want a convicted felon in the Oval Office.
Trump also acknowledged he does not sleep a lot these days.
Badge of courage, a lot of people don't sleep, and they maybe do. I rarely eat breakfast. It's funny, I'm too anxious.
Experts say it's highly unlikely Trump will get prison time, and with a lengthy appeal process expected, his sentencing will till after November's election.
I think when you look at the jury instructions here, Judge Merchan essentially, I wouldn't say rigged the deliberation, steered the jury towards the verdict that he clearly wanted.
But polls show most independent voters believe Trump got a fair trial, and 1 in 16% say Trump should end his campaign because of his conviction. Trump has railed against the Justice Department, claiming President Biden weaponized him. But today, prosecutors from the Justice Department will be in a Delaware courtroom for jury selection in Hunter Biden's trial. The president's son faces charges, accused of falsely swearing on a form that he was not a drug user when he bought a gun in 2018. Attorney General Merrick Garland appointed David Weiss, a Trump-appointed DA, to the case. Hunter's lawyers could cast doubt on who exactly filled out the form and whether Hunter Biden was the time.
The uniqueness of this case is that Hunter Biden's addiction is very public. Just think about it this way. How would you know if someone had an addiction? That's usually an issue.
Jury selection could last up to 5 days. If convicted, Hunter could face up to 25 years in prison. Nonviolent first-time offenders rarely get serious prison time for gun charges.